During a speech in Tempe, Arizona, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez accused billionaires of funding divisive media content designed to fracture public unity and distract from progressive priorities like taxing the rich and guaranteed health care.
We need to say and call out what is happening so that we can educate others and talk to others about what's happening right now. Because the same billionaires who are taking a wrecking ball to our country derive their power from dividing working people apart. They specialize in getting us to turn on one another. And these billionaires bankrolling some of the most divisive media and some of the most disgusting, hateful posts that we see on social media, on television media. They want to divide us along lines of left or right, race and gender, creed and culture. And they will throw out every label and judgment and cultural debate in the book to keep us distracted, folks. This is what the focus on trans kids is all about. Come on, 1% of the entire population. If people want to have conversations about that, take it to the NCAA. It doesn't need to be on the floor of the United States Congress. We need to be taxing the rich on the floor of the United States Congress. We need to be establishing guaranteed health care on the floor of the United States Congress. Not erasing American history on the floor of the United States Congress. We need to be passing a living wage on the floor of the United States Congress. And we're going to send a message to Donald Trump and Elon Musk and every Republican in the state of Arizona that we will not be distracted. We got our eyes on the prize, and we will build the nation that we want for ourselves.
In a highly charged appearance as part of Senator Bernie Sanders' Fighting Oligarchy tour, she claimed that billionaires like Elon Musk were using their wealth to divide us along lines of left or right, race and gender, creed and culture. She dismissed national conversations around transgender youth as distractions, suggesting such topics belong with the NCAA, not Congress. These billionaires bankrolling some of the most divisive media and some of the most disgusting hateful posts that we see on social media, on television media, they want to divide us, Ocasio-Cortez said. Her remarks pivoted quickly to a list of progressive goals, calling for taxing the rich, universal health care, a living wage, and what she described as erasing American history, a phrase that sparked particular backlash for its ambiguous meaning. Critics have interpreted this as an affront to traditional values and an implicit endorsement of revisionist educational agendas. The speech, heavy on emotionally charged language, has drawn criticism for being both polarizing and hypocritical. Commentators questioned her selective targeting of conservative-leaning billionaires while ignoring the influence of left-aligned media moguls. Scott Adams, creator of the Dilbert comic strip, responded, "Do the billionaires do that before or after breakfast?" A sarcastic jab questioning the reality of her accusations. Online reactions echoed similar sentiments, pointing out that Ocasio-Cortez's rhetoric contributes to the very division she decries. But your attempts to further divide the nation will only result in a smaller, more vitriolic minority with bigger microphones, read one widely circulated social media post. Analysts argue her speech follows a familiar progressive script: vilify capitalism, downplay cultural issues, and reframe economic goals as moral imperatives. The invocation of disgusting hateful posts without examples was seen as a rhetorical device to morally disqualify opponents while bypassing debate. Her rhetorical move to label certain discussions, like gender issues, as unworthy of congressional focus also raised free speech concerns, potentially sidelining nuanced democratic dialogue in favor of partisan messaging. Her speech can be viewed as part of a historical pattern where emotionally driven appeals seek to override structured discourse. The philosophical tension remains: how to balance free speech and truth-seeking while confronting elite influence, without undermining institutional stability. As recent history shows, societies that abandon reasoned debate in favor of tribal rhetoric often suffer greater fragmentation and unrest.